All right, cool. Dope. Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Don Andre on the S-Town Productions. Welcome to another video. Sounds like I haven't really heard from, I haven't really talked to a lot of y'all in a while doing these on these beat streams, but I wanted to kind of come on and do some sharing of some content and some mission plans that I had, that a friend and I have had set for a little while. And we were, hang on, I'm just checking to see chats right now. All right. I think I'm currently on Facebook. Shout outs to Facebook, shout outs to Twitch, shout outs to YouTube, and everybody involved right now. Appreciate y'all tuning in and taking the time to kind of listen and kind of just hear out our pitch. Today I want to talk about this community building server that my friend and I have been working on, and actually are doing a revamp of something that we've did a couple years ago, but wanted to kind of revive it and upgrade it a little bit and kind of show y'all some of the basic functions of what our plan is. And then obviously for those of you who are interested in any of it, check us out. Links I thought was in, actually let me go and fix that and make sure that it's there if it's not. The link to our Discord, you guys have probably seen it from the link address. Actually, I'm going to update this real quick. Of course. Okay. Cool. Let me go and put this in here. So yeah, we love, this is called the We Are Kangzzz Discord. Again, we love to have all of you along the ride and joining us on this Discord server. I think it will be I think it will serve as a great asset for us as a team and as a people. And obviously the more folks that we can get in there, the better. I'm going to kind of read through a couple things that we've set up and kind of tell you how the operations of it works. With me on the chat right now is my man Elias, also known as Terrible Cereal, and Croy Wynn. Say hi to the people, Croy.
Yep.
All right. Croy is pretty much the master, what we call the Hokoge, and the master creator of this Discord server. We've done a lot of work into trying to revamp it, revive it to try to bring a better platform and a better space for everybody to kind of create. So if you are a creative, which I have a lot of folks in my chat right now that are, please listen up, because this may be a great thing for you that you may enjoy. So let me kind of give you a little bit of a synopsis of what we're dealing with here. So the We Are Kangzzz Discord server. It's a community for creators by creators of all mediums to maximize the full potential of their skill and gifts to other like-minded individuals. Our goal is to provide consistent support for all mediums' dreams, collaborate, and elevate their platforms for all to see. We want the stakeholders in the industries to come to us and not the other way around. Don't look for a seat at the table. Build your own. Any people that are music producers, audio engineers, artists, singers, visual artists, gamers, photographers, videographers, poets, promoters, podcasters, marketers. If we got people that does fashion, if we got people that has any level of a skill or creativity that they just want to find a space that we can collaborate with and build community around, I want this to be the space for that. And so we can really maximize and build on this to make something special. And I think we have a very special tool, and a server that can really get put to great use. And I would love to build on that. Croy, I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of talk a little bit about like what your thoughts on how, what your thoughts or what your vision was for this server. Because I know what my thoughts was, but I want to make sure the people understand what your vision was as well.
Word. So. Wait, you told me to go now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were.
Man, no. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm sorry. Sorry, peeps. I'm just, I'm trying not to say the same thing over and over again, but I feel like I've like stressed it out. But basically at this server, I mean, honestly, I don't know what else to say besides I want people to come together, artists and, not just music-minded people, but artists and even people who are in business and stuff like that, even people who aren't really interested in like, creativity and stuff like that. Because it's mainly just meant to be a server where people can come together. And I hope that, I mean, the main idea is to get the creatives to get with the business-minded people and to really expand and build, and music with music and business with business and vice versa, so on and so forth. But it's also to build a community between people who might not have an understanding of like, the creative world, who might want to jump in or who want to just support or something like that. So it's really just about, I think my main idea is that people who are tired of the same mundane, same old ritual, 9 to 5, go home, get up, rinse, repeat, like just want to do something different, who want to like get to know people, who want to pick up a hobby, who want to, finally take it professional, whatever. That's basically this community.
Right. I'm gonna show y'all a quick little slide PowerPoint presentation that we talked about in our meetings. By the way, if you guys are interested, we are setting up. Obviously, feel free to ask any questions in any of the chats tonight if you guys have questions on things. Also, feel free to ask any questions in our meeting that we're going to have this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. if all of y'all want to try to get on the server and join. And again, we'll go through the process of kind of talking about how we kind of run operations there too in just a second. But I want to kind of show you guys what I call the master plan. This is a PowerPoint presentation that I've kind of set up to kind of more explain how my thoughts of what the operation works. Right we have it for you is the master plan. What we have is different sectors of divisions, and like I said, a lot of this stuff is very fluid, so nothing's really set in stone, but stuff that we kind of had in mind. So we have our music and entertainment aspect. So these are people who are your performance artists, your producers, your engineers, whether that's in the studio or live, any level of your musicians, your live musicians, your studio musicians, things like that. Podcasters, these are the people who want to just have a discussion. Obviously podcasts are very big these days, so obviously we want to create a space for that. Or if you want to just have a discussion, just have a platform based off of that. And then we have kind of like a gaming and live streaming area for people who just want to like showcase their games, or kind of go through the education aspect of like how to go live and things like that. There's a gaming and live streaming and people that you can collab with on that level. I also will be adding a section for vloggers and things as well. I know it's kind of some of the gaming live streaming kind of talks a little bit about that, but we're going to get more in depth over time in building that up. We have a visual artist. There are some spots in here that's been missing, but we will talk more. There will be some more spots added. The visual artists are going to be your traditional artists. These are your painters, your drawers, sketchers, people who do crafts, things like that. We also have our digital artists, people who kind of do a lot of the stuff on, Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop, or any level of software that's related to that. You have your photographers, videographers, video editors that we want to kind of get get involved in that as well. Your illustrators. We also added a section that was gonna have built for fashion designers and as well. I know we got a lot of fashion designers in the city of Rochester, and more specific, I know there's some folks in the city. I think there's some folks in Buffalo as well. Obviously, we want to kind of build upon that as well. So if you guys obviously are interested in doing that, definitely we want to create a space for you. And obviously any spaces that feel like they're being lost or want to be more implemented or have their own space, feel free to contact one of us. We will be more than happy to add that space for you in specifics. So this is for the space for that. And of course, we have our people that I call the business savvy folks. These are the people who know how to do the marketing, the social media marketing, things like promotions, influencers, people who are great with just like reaching out to people and connecting with people in different ways. So I'm gonna kind of explain a quick scenario which I think this space can maximize. All right. So say that, and we have platforms for this, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. Say that we have an artist, like an R&B singer, for example, really great singer, just needs to go and find a producer. We have a list of producers in our membership, in our list of members that this person can work with. They can make the beat, send it back and forth. We actually are creating spaces for people to kind of do collaborations even online virtually so they can work on stuff in real time. The Arts Producers Committee, obviously those two can kind of come together and build something. And then, you could build on being an engineer, working with an engineer, or if the producer is an engineer, you have a 2-in-1. That engineer can pretty much kind of work on getting the mixing and the mastering right for your product. As soon as you have that complete, I'm thinking that these people, along as well as your musicians as well, if you want a musician or whoever, it's all about just building a community and just collaborating together on stuff. This sector will go over to like the visual arts. These are the people that you can say, okay, I need an album cover, or I need a music video, or I need an illustration, or I need an animation, something that can put a visual to my music and kind of build that together. So now you have a song and an album cover or a video, and now you got to find a place to go and market at. This is where you got to go on your IGs, your Facebooks, your social medias, your TikToks. These are the people that we go over to, the business savvy folks. The areas where you want to work on your marketing, you work on your social media, we work on your promotions. This is where we work with like-minded individuals or even just people within the community and say, hey, if you guys like this, please, we want to build on a way that like we all can go and send likes and shares to kind of build your audience and build upon people to help support. We want to be a support group as well as there's a community. So we don't just want it just to be for us. We want to be for everybody. So, the master plan's kind of built like this. And then obviously at the end of the day, we want this to be a thing that gets right over to our consumer. These are the folks that, that are the ones that are just going on the phone, just seeing the content. These are the people that are going to do your likes, your shares, your promotions. And then obviously if you have something to sell, to go ahead and buy that product. By the way, everything we're doing in the server right now is absolutely free. We're not expecting people to get paid. This is literally just a building from the ground up service. We have about 40 members, just under 40 members that we have in our server right now that we're continuing to build upon. And we've known that this model has worked and things have worked for a while with this. It just kind of was a thing that we kind of had to scale back and scale back on a little bit because of other ventures that we had. And then, but obviously I looked at this as a vision because in the light of everything that was going on, it's like we really just had to go and just go for, put forth our own front feet for ourselves instead of just trying to expect everybody else to do it for us. So part of that is the reason why we're kind of doing this is because we want to build on this plan for us. So that's part of why we have this space and why we have this platform for what we're doing. Interesting. We'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Hang on a second. Okay, never mind. All right, cool. So that's the only thing. That was the main thing that I kind of want to go through. So now let's talk a little bit about the operation of how this thing works. So when you get prompted, if you decide to join, you'll be asked a list of questions based off of who you are. As you can see there, the first one is always, obviously, what form of creative are you, and pick as many that suits you. For each one that you go and click on is a role that gets added, as helps easily build on the collaboration and kind of understand like what roles that people have, and you can have more than one role. As you can see, I have multiple roles. I could be added as somewhat of the visual arts, as far as like video editing and things like that. But again, all this stuff is kind of fluid. But you can see there's a list of things as part of you being a member. These are also required.
I was gonna say, once you're a Hokage, it's kind of redundant to have multiple roles because you already have multiple roles.
Right.
Continue.
But right. And by the way, Hokage is also just listed as our admin group. These are right now. It's currently Elias, myself, and our friend Fly Warrior, also known as Joe. We're all part of this community group that we're hoping to build on other main roles to kind of help with strategic, things such as stats, taking responsibility of certain aspects of our text channels and things like that, which we'll get into in a second. There's a section here that says what creative spaces you're looking to collab with. We're building right now upon just music artists, producers, visual arts, and podcasts. We'll be building more on that over time. And obviously, the one thing that we talk about is what is your personal goals. We want to know what things that you're trying to figure out. What is your goal as you be part of this server? If you're just trying to build community, are you trying to promote your content, collaborate with other people? Are you trying to help and share other people's content? And we're also trying to find a space to where we can create a learning aspect. And we have a section called our sneaky links, which literally the links. These are just like link areas that help with like further educating yourself on like how to use either software or hardware, or tips on how to like get your music out the right way or things like that. So it's stuff that we're growing over time, and we'll kind of talk a little bit about that. Once you kind of go through that, you go through some prompts. There is a rules and regulations section that we talk about. We have a bulletin board section. Right now, it's just that's kind of left as our updates. As you can see, we actually have a Kangzzz meeting that we're going to be setting up for on Tuesday at 8:00. Again, if you guys would like to be there, please be there. It will be set up in our Discord. Discord is set up for, if you guys haven't really used Discord like that, they have video and text channels and things like that. We're doing a video meeting to kind of talk through some of those things as well. There is general, by the way, the office and stuff is probably private stuff for us. We have a general chat. These are things that kind of just go through, the same mundane, like, okay, we're just trying to build on community. There's a space called In the Studio. These are things, there's like music related chats and talks, asking Q&As, questions, promotions, things like that. Sample share is pretty much what it really stands for. Sample share is literally a section for people who want to sample, have music that they want to sample and go and create and build upon it. Because obviously everybody's trying to get some crates, build on their crate collection, as we call it. And these are, stuff that we've done with samples. This may stay this way. We may be building this in a form of a forum, which we'll talk about in just one second. This is our how-to section on what we call our live on stage. Our live on stage area is pretty much how we get people who want to do virtual collaborations together. Okay. Virtual collaborations, we use, some of these softwares like Parsec, which is a VPN software for people who want to play games, but we also use this for people who want to do production. If you want something that's more seamless, there's a standalone software called Beat Connect, which is literally a section to where, regardless of what DAW that you have or what music software you have, you can use this software on any DAW and send stuff back and forth very, 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 very quickly. So this kind of helps eliminate going through the process of, I got to send stuff via Dropbox or Google Drive or WeTransfer or this service or that service. It's like, this is one-stop shop of I can record something in real time, send it over to you within like 15-20 seconds, and have it, you can click and drag it right into your software in high res quality. Nothing that's flat. It's all high res quality that gets sent over to you. Satellite plugins is also another section that uses that. I can't exactly show you how the operation works. I can't. But no, we won't do that. So, but pretty much what it is you set a stage, you can invite people to go in your stage, and then you have a chat section where people can kind of talk about stuff on in the chat, and like kind of build upon that. So there's a section in the chat that kind of talks with that. We have 3 different stages. That way we can kind of, if we want to get like multiple people in there at once, we've had this work very seamlessly with some former students of mine that got together and did this. Was great. The black canvas is going to be our visual arts area. This is our chat section. These are our visual artists. These are, our people who are fashion designers or traditional art, digital art, photographers, videographers section. Those are pretty much, your chat section. And then we have a forum. Our forum is going to be based off of, content that you want to share and create discussions on the content that you want to share. If you have a post that you want to put in, we have tags available for all those. So, drawing, paints, digital art, crafts, animation, videography, photography, fashion. And obviously we'll build more on that if there's things that are missing or things that you want in specifics, so we can help organize this as well as possible. We have a section called Clout. Clout right now is pretty much our biggest thing. As you can see that we're definitely highly engaged in our chat right now with people sending gifts and emojis on there. But this is the section where we really are promoting, people's music and tracks right now. As you can see, we got a list of folks that are in our chat, and you guys, we asked that everybody put their names and the title of their songs and all that stuff. And then we have things based off of genres that we've put in there. A lot of this are kind of built off of what what DistroKid put in as far as their basic genres. So hopefully this it'll help with that. Obviously just trying to keep a space in there. Again, poets, these are the people that, the spoken word and poetry. We love to have you in the space as well, and just have people kind of engage and talk through things over time. So obviously if you guys have interest in this as well, man, obviously it'll definitely be a benefit for you. So, feel free to, really, really engage and be a part of this project. Cause I think, the more people we can get in there, the better. So we have our submissions for that. We got to drop that heat. That's kind of a similarity to some of the other ones where we had a chat. So some things that we're kind of cleaning up. Run on the Clout. It's kind of like your real self-promotion, putting your stuff out on, what your social is and things like that. We have debate sections for gaming, music debates, podcast ideas that we're working on. Something that we call 360 to the wrist is more of a basketball channel. If you guys want to have a basketball related topic thing, we wanted that one to kind of be like, if we want to really build on that, we wanted that to be somewhat of our, like inside the NBA, like halftime show type discussions on the 360 with the wrist. Self-help. Here's our sneaky links section. We have like plenty of links and stuff that gets shared over time. These are the areas where, you can get links towards, software that may help benefit you on like better putting your content out, or if you're making a song, you want to make sure to get it into the right hands and make sure you get your money. We've also had some links sent over. That's in our old section. We're actually merging some of those things over time. Those are the things that the links and shares. We recently had a shared about stuff that was based off of working on trying to build your LLC, your DBA. You can go and do that within the city or wherever you're from. And by the way, this is not just specific to the Rochester area and the Buffalo area. We want people all through New York, United States, and above who are really friends of friends of friends who are part of. That really wants to be a part of this and grow this. We really want you guys to be a part of this, because obviously everybody goes over into the big cities to kind of make their names for themselves, but we want the big cities to kind of see us. So that's the real purpose of this. And again, there's and obviously we have things that are trying to organize for different spaces, excuse me. And then Spit Your Game in the music booth. It's kind of similar to what we're doing with our live on stage, but we're still working on those things over time. So obviously we appreciate all the patience in trying to do most of this stuff. But more, day by day, we're just trying to continue to make creations for that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the idea that we have. We know that it works. We know the people that we have in mind for this. And we know that this is a formula that can work very well. I think we're at a place in time where community has been more essential, more than it's ever been, and we're just trying to continue to build our legacies over time, and maximize our potentials as creators and build on that. So again, if anybody in the chats or anywhere has any questions on anything that we have that I've talked about, feel free to leave stuff in the comments. Feel free to leave stuff in the in the chats or anything, or just feel free to DM us at any point in time. Obviously, you could check out any of my socials that is popping up on the screen, and contact me on it. I think this can be a very, very, very good mission statement that we can really build upon. But Elias, do you have any last things that you kind of wanted to send this thing home and talk about before we end it? I guess not. So long story short, man, like I think this is a really great mission. I think we have a purpose as a community to build upon this. If you guys love what you guys are seeing, links will be of this will be in our profiles. Even if it's in my master link, it'll definitely be there for you guys to check out and get an invite to, and feel free to answer the prompts and be part of the group. We'd love to have you around. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for taking the time to listen. For all of you who are listening live and who are listening in post, we'll love to have you as part of our community, and I think we could really make a dreams come true with our community. So I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for your patience, and thank y'all so much for tuning in and speak everything into existence. That's literally what the thing is all about. So speak everything into existence, invest, involve, and evolve. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Peace out.